Our journey begins in the early 1800s, a time of great change. Before trains, the world moved at the speed of a horse. Imagine traveling from one town to another. It would take many days, sometimes even weeks. The roads were often muddy and difficult. Moving heavy things like coal or iron was a very slow and expensive task. People lived their whole lives without ever leaving their own village. The world felt enormous, and distant places were like another world entirely. But a new invention was about to change everything, forever. Steam firewater. This incredible new machine was the steam locomotive. Think of it as a giant kettle on wheels. Engineers discovered that if you heat water to make steam, the pressure can be used to move parts. Richard Trevithick, George Stephenson. In 1804, Trevithick built one of the very first steam locomotives to run on rails. Then, in 1825, George Stephenson's locomotion number 1 pulled the first public steam train. It traveled between Stockton and Darlington in the north of England. It was a momentous day. The age of the railway had truly begun. The early steam trains were noisy, smoky, and not very fast by our standards today. They might have traveled at only 15 or 20 miles per hour. But back then, this was astonishingly quick. People would gather along the tracks just to watch this iron horse thunder past. It was a spectacle of power and progress. With the success of the first railways, a great railway mania swept across Britain and then the world. Suddenly, everyone wanted to build railway lines. Tracks spread like a giant spider's web connecting major cities, small towns, remote countryside villages. For the first time, a person could decide to visit a relative in another city and be there the very same day. This was a revolutionary idea. Journeys that once took days of uncomfortable travel by horse-drawn coach could now be completed in just a few hours sitting in a railway carriage. The world began to feel much smaller. This new network of tracks completely changed how people lived and worked. People could now live in a pleasant town in the countryside and travel into a big city for work each day. This led to the growth of suburbs. The railway also brought new opportunities. Fresh food like milk from the countryside, fish from the coast could be transported to city markets quickly. This meant people in the cities had better, more varied diets. Newspapers printed in London in the morning could be read in Manchester or Liverpool by the afternoon, spreading news and ideas faster than ever before. The impact on trade and industry was immense. The train didn't just make the world faster, it made the world run on time. As the 19th century came to a close, a new power source was poised to challenge the dominance of steam. That power was electricity. The first electric trains began to appear in the late 1880s. They were cleaner, they were quieter, they were more efficient than their smoky, steam-powered cousins. This made them perfect for cities. The world's first underground electric railway opened in London in 1890. This was the start of the tube. It allowed people to travel quickly beneath the city's busy streets, a brilliant solution to traffic and urban steam pollution. The move to electric power changed the look and feel of our railways. The move to diesel power changed the look and feel of our railways. Diesel locomotives appeared in the early 20th century. They were more powerful. They required less maintenance than steam engines. They did not need to stop for water. They could run for longer distances. Countries began replacing old steam fleets with modern diesel and electric trains. Steam engines became nostalgic, preserved on heritage railways. Innovation wasn't just about power, it improved passenger experience. Early train travel could be quite basic. Companies competed with more comfortable, luxurious journeys. Dining cars were introduced. Passengers could enjoy a full meal as the scenery rushed by. Sleeping cars offered private berths and comfortable beds. Travel overnight and arrive refreshed. Train travel became a symbol of style and sophistication. They developed better signaling systems to prevent accidents. The second half of the 20th century saw the dawn of a new ambition, the pursuit of extraordinary speed. The pioneer was Japan. In 1964, just in time for the Tokyo Olympics, Japan unveiled the Shinkansen, the bullet train. Not just faster, a whole new system. It ran on dedicated tracks with no sharp curves, with no road crossings, and an advanced signaling system. The bullet train could exceed 130 miles per hour, a speed previously unimaginable, a marvel of engineering. Its success inspired countries worldwide. France followed with the TGV, introduced in 1981. The TGV set new speed records connecting Paris to other major French cities. Breakfast in Paris, lunch in Lyon, hundreds of miles apart. Germany developed the ICE, Spain created the AVE. High-speed lines spread across Europe and Asia, changing long-distance travel. They became serious competitors to airplanes for a few hundred-mile trips. Planes may be faster in the air, but trains have big advantages. Stations sit in city centers, airports are often far outside, no long check-in or security queues. Arrive minutes before departure, find your seat and just relax. Today in the 21st century, trains are more important than ever. As our world faces challenges like climate change, traffic congestion, railways offer a wonderfully sustainable solution. A single train can carry hundreds of people, taking a huge number of cars off the road. Electric trains, especially those powered by renewable energy sources like wind solar, produce very low carbon emissions. They are honestly one of the greenest ways to travel over long distances. In an age where we are all trying to be more environmentally conscious, the humble train is making a magnificent comeback as a smart choice for the future. The importance of trains in moving goods also continues to grow. Massive freight trains, some stretching for over a mile, carry everything from cars, computers, food, fuel across continents. Rail freight is incredibly efficient. It uses far less fuel per ton moved compared to trucks. This not only helps to reduce pollution and traffic on our motorways, but also keeps the cost of goods down. From the smallest parcels to the largest industrial components, trains are the unseen workhorses of the global economy, keeping the wheels of commerce turning day and night, just as they did in the 1800s. So, what does the future hold for train travel? The journey is far from over. Engineers are working on even faster and more efficient trains. One of the most exciting developments is magnetic levitation, or maglev. These trains do not have wheels. Instead, they use powerful magnets to float above the track, eliminating friction. Maglev trains can reach incredible speeds, with some test trains in Japan exceeding 370 miles per hour. This technology could one day connect our cities in a fraction of the time it takes today, making the world feel even smaller still. Looking even further ahead, some visionaries dream of a system called the Hyperloop. This involves passenger pods traveling through low-pressure tubes at speeds of over 700 miles per hour, close to the speed of sound. While it may sound like science fiction, companies are actively developing and testing this concept today. From the first chugging steam engines to the silent floating trains of the future, the railway has always been about pushing the boundaries of what is possible. It is a story of human ingenuity, a journey that has connected our world and will continue to shape our future for generations to come.